Yo, what's going on, guys? In today's video, we're getting caught up. Alright, so like I said earlier, we're getting caught up with a bunch of stuff that we needed to do. Roll cage, roll bar. It's put on hold at the moment just because the car was not ready, and I was rushing. I was having problems with this car over here, and I spent like 3 days working on this thing. Took up all my time. Today is Wednesday. I'm supposed to get the car dolly today and bring it over to my dad so we can actually start the process of welding the roll bar into place. But that got put on hold, so what can I do? Just work on everything else and bust ass to get it done. So I'm going to turn the camera around. I'm going to show you guys the progress. All right, so guys, I've been out here since early this morning working on this car all freaking morning. I got here at like 11 o'clock, and I think it's 3 o'clock now. So I've been working for 4 hours today, non-stop. I didn't do any recording of any of the installation of all the stuff that I've been doing just because it takes too much time, and I'm just trying to get this done. So let's go ahead and show you guys the interior now. As you can see, it's finished. I've got my little dash cover that I was telling you guys I was going to make. That's on there now. So it's looking really good so far. Let me get in the car real quick and show you guys something. All right, so this is how it looks from my point of view here. Dash is in, it's nice and solid, nice and mounted down. Everything works. I already tested everything out. All the switches are working. The only thing that's not working is this one, and this switch here is a dead switch. It's not going to anything at the moment. So this one doesn't have power to it. This is a dead switch, but all these other switches here all work. Fuel pump is wired in. I'm going to take you guys around back to show you guys that. So fuel pump is all wired in, mounted down. Like I said, everything works. Tested everything already. So this right here is a rollover valve I was telling you guys about in the last video. It does not come with this fitting on the top. It's just this blue piece right here. And this I'm going to mount to the fuel cell right about here. So it's going to get mounted right there and run down out through the car. I just have to go to the store, and I got to get a step bit back and drill that out. Now I want to tell you guys real quick that I have a water bottle that I cut the bottom off of, and it's inside the fuel cell right now, so hopefully it'll catch all the metal shavings. I will be drilling very slowly. I don't want shavings in the rest of the tank. So that's that. I'll show you guys the rest of the progress. All right, so we swapped out the spark plugs. Number one cylinder looked like it was running lean, and I'm gonna guess that that's because of, I don't know if you guys remember videos way back, there was an issue with the car not starting, and the E85 had built up and clogged up a bunch of stuff. So that's probably from that. The rest of the cylinders were all super rich, which is exactly what I was expecting. I'll throw a picture in here so that way you guys can see the condition. What else? I put that little flare on the return side of the fuel pressure regulator. So that's good to go. Everything's tight. I installed the wideband, the O2 sensor right down up in here. That's brand new. We got it zip tied right here, so it doesn't really go anywhere. I do have to hook up my VTEC stuff. My VTEC wires are not hooked up at the moment, so that's another small thing I need to not forget about. But before we go to the dyno, I'm shooting for next month, March. I'm going to replace the distributor cap, the spark plug wires, just a lot of that type of stuff. Just to prove that the wires and everything, all my switches are hooked up. There's power. The car has power right now. So I'll go ahead and turn on some switches. And you guys will get to hear I gotta flush the lines for the fuel pump, so I'm gonna get some gas for that and do that. Other than that, everything's pretty much done. So power's on back there. I'll bump the fuel pump. I'm not gonna run it because there's nothing in the tank. I'm just gonna hit it so you guys can hear. Okay, this is my tachometer. Works. This switch right here is for my wideband. Works. You guys already know about the radiator fan. This one is not, I need to get the temperature thing that plugs into the block. So this is not going right now. Battery gauge works. So all of that wiring, I'm gonna say that between all of this wiring here and this wiring, I'm thinking probably 15 hours of work, maybe a little bit more. But you know, you can't rush the electrical stuff, guys. It's important to take your time, make everything nice and neat. I gotta get some labels. I'm gonna get some nice labels for this right here. That way I'm not having to use tape. So next thing that's major on the list before we can install this here roll bar is I gotta remove, I don't know if you guys can see this here, all of this stuff right here. It's like tar. The dry ice wouldn't get that up, so I don't know how to remove that. I might just like put some heat to it with a torch and try scraping it out. But all of this needs to be cleaned up. That way we can get some good welds down when we're putting the plates in. Now I'm gonna box these plates because you see that it's not a perfectly flat surface here. So we're gonna box them there, and also too box it off here, and probably go with some 1/4 inch steel plates instead of the 1/8 inch steel plates that the kit came with, just to beef it up a little bit. All right, so guys, this is gonna do it for today's video. I'm pretty exhausted. I think I might run to the auto parts store and see if they got that step bit and just drill that hole in and mount that that rollover valve real quick. But I don't know. We'll see. I'll go to the store if they have it, then I'll come back and I'll do it. But if not, then I'm just gonna call it a day. So that's gonna do it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. I appreciate all you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video.